Hello, kindergarten. Our next book is called Look at Us. This is an informational text, and it is a bit different than Baby Brains. So this is a real story with real photographs. The author is Isabel Campoy, and as you can see just on the cover page, this looks like a bunch of students, kindergartners, maybe it's first graders, I think it's kindergartners, and we're going to read and make a connection to our essential question: what do children learn in kindergarten? When I read this book to you today, you're going to make a lot of text to self connections. It's going to talk about a lot of things that kids do in school. So here we go. Look at us. Let's make it double so you can see both pages. Okay, we had a very busy and fun year in kindergarten. Our teachers took lots of pictures of us and we made this book. We hope you like it. So this is a book made by a real kindergarten class, and right here it says this book is dedicated to our families. We love you. So real pictures of a real kindergarten class. This is the first day of kindergarten. We were a little bit scared. We didn't know anyone in our class yet. We felt excited when we got off the bus. How did you feel on your first day of school? There were lots of things to do and learn. Some things were hard, but we didn't quit. This is a picture of Daisy, our hamster. We learned to write. First, we learned to write our names. Then we learned to write other letters and words too. We learned our shapes and how to count. What did you learn in math? So think about that for a minute. We've definitely learned about shapes and patterns and measurement and adding and subtracting and number stories and counting on, lots of things. We learned about science too. We studied rocks, bugs, and other things in nature. We learned about water turning into snow or ice when it is very, very cold outside. We learned that ice and snow melt when it gets warmer. Our teachers read lots of books to us this year. What are some of your favorite books? Think about that for a minute. Maybe tell someone who's next to you what one of your favorite books was this year in kindergarten. We learned to read some of our books. We had fun reading our favorite books over and over again. So right here it looks like they're maybe doing read to self with their book bins. Here we are drawing and painting. We did many projects this year. We are glad that we can show them to you. We have good artists in kindergarten, and I agree with that. You guys are wonderful artists. We did lots of directed draws. I saw a few robot art projects this week that some of you did. Did you learn how to be a good friend this year? We did. We learned how to share and how to help each other. It's important to be a good friend. And we did lots of second step lessons with Miss Thornton. She came in to talk to us about our friends and how to problem solve and how to control our feelings and talk about how we're feeling. We also learned about people in our community who help us. What community helpers do you know? We just did that this week. We kind of talked about goods and services and different jobs people have. We also had the firefighters come and visit us. We talked about people in our families. We found out that families are the same and different. We took a field trip to an apple orchard last fall. We picked apples and tasted fresh apple cider. Did you take any field trips this year? Well, we got to do one. We went to the apple orchard. We were going to go on a field trip actually I think it was last Wednesday. We were supposed to go to Wildwood for a little scavenger hunt, but unfortunately we didn't get to do that, but we're so glad we got to go to the apple orchard. Lots of visitors came to see us this year. They told us stories, played music for us, and put on plays. So we had the hygienist visit us. We got to read with our third grade buddies. We put on a play too. Our families came to see us. We were so proud. We learned to play and laugh together. We're so glad we have these pictures to show you. We hoped you liked looking at our pictures as much as we did. Thanks for visiting us. The end. Now, there were so many things that I bet you made a connection to in this story that tie back into our question of what do children learn in kindergarten. We learned most all of these things, and we did a lot of these things. We did art. We read with teachers, we read with friends, we read by ourselves. Science, we studied things outside. Remember when we went on the scavenger hunt with Mrs. Urbaniak in gym class? This week we're talking about habitats. We talked about different types of weather. We learned so many things in math. Writing our name was a huge thing in kindergarten. First we wrote in all capitals, and now you're probably able to write your name the kindergarten way with the double lines, which is amazing. We didn't have any class pets, but that's okay. We learned rules about raising our hands and taking turns, and I love this. Some things were hard, but we didn't quit. It's hard right now learning at home, isn't it? It's a little bit different. It's a little bit crazy. It's a little bit out of our normal routine, but I know you're not quitting, and I know you're working hard. So I really like this book. I like that it was about a bunch of kindergartners just like us and all the things that they did, and a lot of these things we did too. All right, friends, I will be back. Have a good one.